Hey Credit Warriors, welcome to the show, and it is that time of the month again. I am going to give you a list of the credit cards that I have been personally using, okay, throughout May and into June to get the best rewards and deals. So this is what's in my wallet for June 2022. And this video is brought to you by Masterworks, but more on that later. First up, let's talk about the first card that is in my wallet. And by the way, these are my own brand, Credit Shifter wallets, link below. But anyway, let's open this up. They come with a free sticker, by the way, as well. There's a sale on now as well. Did I mention that? Anyway, let's look at the first card. So the first card that I'm going to show you is this one. The Windham Rewards Earner Business Card. Now, I got this card recently, so I have been working towards the welcome bonus, and that is one reason that the card is in my wallet. Now, the welcome bonus I got is 45,000 Windham points. There is now currently a 75,000 Windham point bonus, but I signed up to it just before that, or actually like a month or more before, but it took ages to get approved for the card because I had to send in tax returns and things like that. So I got just 45. I could probably phone up them and ask them if they could match it, but I can't really be bothered. I don't really like Windham hotels that much anyway. But anyway, this bonus that I got, the 45,000, the value I could get out of it, probably I could easily get $357 in value. And that is by looking at using it at the New Yorker Hotel in Manhattan, in an area of Manhattan I often go to around Penn Station area. Very convenient. So that hotel, it costs $238 a night on the night I checked, and that would also be 30,000 Windham points. So that gets you 0.79 cents per point. And thus, if I use the bonus there for 1.5 nights, if that's not even possible, but you know, I accumulate a few more points. But anyway, that gives us a value of $357 for the welcome bonus. Now, the points guy says that the Windham points are valued at 1.1 cents per point. That gives you a little bit higher value of, I think it's $495 for the bonus, but probably you'd have to use them at some Windham resort somewhere a little bit higher level than the New Yorker hotel. But anyway, that's the easy value I could get out of it. Now, why is the card in my wallet? Well, like I've said, I've been working towards the welcome bonus, but I've pretty much done all the spending for that now. It's only $1,000 in 3 months, and I've done that basically in 1 month. But in addition to that, this card earns 8 points per dollar on gas, which is just a sky high rate. And if we're valuing the points at 0.79 cents a piece, that works out as a 6.32% return on your gas spending, which is huge. So I've been using the card for gas spending, like my recent trip down to Atlantic City. We used the card to buy gas for that trip, and we went on that trip to make use of another benefit from the Windham credit card, and that is the fact that the Windham credit card gives you Windham Diamond status, and you can then match that to Caesars Diamond status down in Atlantic City, and then you can match Caesars Diamond to MGM Gold at the Borgata in Atlantic City, and then you can match to Hard Rock, and you can match to Hyatt Explorers, and you can get loads of statuses just by having this Windham credit card. So that's the real reason I got this card. I don't actually need it in my wallet to make use of that, but that's why I got it. And then having that 8 points per dollar in gas spending, well, that's the reason it's in my wallet right now, and because I was doing the welcome bonus spending. Let's move on to the next one. So the next card in my wallet for June 2022, that is the Amex Business Gold card, okay? Now, I also have this card pretty much exclusively for gas spending because it earns 4 points per dollar on gas spending as long as gas is your biggest category, okay? Because it's one of those ones where your highest category earns, you know, the bonus category, and this is, yeah. So I'm basically earning 4 points per dollar on gas. I used this on my trip to Atlantic City as well, and if you haven't seen that video, I'll put it on the end of this video. It's well worth checking out so you can see how we get all the different statuses. But yeah, so I used the Windham card for one gas fill up, and I used this for another gas fill up, and that is because I have entered this as the payment method in my Walmart Plus app, okay? So if you don't know, and this is super useful information, so you might want to listen to this, but if you don't know, the Amex Platinum, okay, the personal Amex Platinum, not the business card, which I have, it gives you free Walmart Plus membership, okay? So if you sign up for Walmart Plus, it will refund your fees every month, your membership fee. Walmart Plus, it's kind of like Amazon Prime, but for Walmart, okay? And there is a gas benefit with Walmart Plus. Basically, you use the Walmart Plus app, and if you go to either Walmart or Exxon or Mobil gas stations, and I think Murphy's, although I've never been to one of those, but whatever. If you go to those gas stations and you pay using the QR code on the pump, Or actually, I think the app, if you just open it, it knows you're there and it asks you what pump you're at. But if you pay using the Walmart Plus app, you get 10 cents off per gallon, okay? Which in New York State, that's basically equivalent to paying the cash price, okay? Normally the cash price is about 10 cents lower than the credit price. And you can actually enter whatever card you want as a payment method. So you don't need to use the Amex Platinum, even though this Walmart Plus app is a benefit of the Amex Platinum, you can enter a different card. So I entered the American Express Business Gold card, so I'm getting 10 cents off per gallon, which is basically the cash price. And in addition to that, I'm getting 4 points back per dollar on my gas spending, mostly at ExxonMobil gas stations, because those are the ones that I go to. And guys, I do have a video on that that, you know, I'll put on screen or at the end of the video or in a link below, and you can check out exactly how to set this up if you're interested, okay? If you have the Amex Platinum, it is well worth it. Now, we'll move on to the next card in my wallet, but first, if you are into building wealth, and you probably are if you're watching this video, because we're talking all about how to get credit cards to earn rewards and cashback and points, etc., you have to check out Masterworks. During this period of high inflation, rising interest rates, and stocks tanking, it is more important than ever to consider diversifying across asset classes. One asset class that you've probably never considered investing in is fine art. Did you know that contemporary art pieces outpaced the S&P 500 total return by 164% from 1995 to 2021, and thus way outpaced inflation over that period too? This opportunity used to be limited to billionaires who could afford paintings costing tens of millions of dollars, like this guy who spent $170 million on his Amex Black card for this painting. But now you don't need a black card, because through Masterworks, you can buy fractional shares in paintings by artists such as Banksy, Andy Warhol, and Picasso. The team at Masterworks have over 75 years experience in the art market. They know what they're doing when it comes to buying and selling art. They've recently sold 3 paintings which returned over 30% net IRR to investors. And if you don't want to wait until Masterworks finds a buyer for a painting, they also have a secondary market where you can trade shares in Masterworks' own paintings with other investors. So it's a great time to diversify your portfolio into art. And now you can join 400,000 people who've already signed up and invest like the billionaires do with Masterworks. Link in the description. All right, let's move on to the next card in my wallet, all right? And that would be the American Express Hilton Honors Surpass card. Now, this card is very underrated, okay? It's one of my favorite cards, and that's because it gives you Hilton Gold status, okay, for just a $95 annual fee. And Hilton Gold status, it gets you room upgrades. It actually got me a suite upgrade to a Strip View King Suite at the Conrad in Las Vegas, okay? I'll put the video as well on the end card if you want to check that out. It is a beautiful room at a brand new hotel, so really, really cool. It also gives you, well, Gold status also gives you free breakfast. Actually, it used to be free breakfast. It's now like a food and beverage credit, but you can still use it for breakfast, so it's basically the same thing. It gives you a lot of value. In addition, this card gives you 10 Priority Pass airport lounge passes as well, and that's huge value, and all of that just for a $95 annual fee. But the reason that this card is in my wallet is because of another benefit. If you spend $15,000 per year on this card, Hilton will give you a Hilton free night certificate. All right. Currently, these free night certificates can be used any night, although I think in the future they will be reverting back to the pre-pandemic certificate, which was a weekend free night certificate. Now, I just got an email from Plastic saying that my check for $6,191 for New Jersey state taxes was just deposited. So that takes my spending on this card pretty close to $15,000. In fact, I have just $3,169 to go until I qualify for a Hilton free night. So how am I gonna do that spending? Well, obviously I will spend on the card myself because it's in my wallet, all right? It actually earns quite a good rate on gas, so maybe I'll use it for gas. I've got like 3 different options for gas in my wallet. With prices this high, you need a fewer gas options, guys, you really do. Anyway, I have another sneaky little way, and that is that my mom will be coming over from England for a month, and she actually has an authorized user card on my account, okay? And this is a great way if you're doing spending for a sign-up bonus or a certain benefit that you need to meet a spending threshold for. get an authorized user card for a family member, particularly if it's a family member who has higher spending than you. Now, her spending probably won't be higher than mine, but in the space of a month, she'll probably spend, I'm hoping, at least $1,000, and I hope she pays me back that $1,000 as well, and that will count towards my spend for the Hilton free night. Just one thing to remember though, if you do give an authorized user card to someone, although they're spending on it and hopefully paying you back, if they don't pay you back, you are liable for that spending, okay? Because it's reporting on your credit report and you are the primary account holder. The Hilton Honors free night as well, it is really, really valuable because you can use it at almost any Hilton hotel, okay? Even the really high class ones. Think about Conrad in the Maldives, Conrad Bora Bora. You can normally book the beach villas with it and then possibly get a upgrade to an overwater villa if you're Hilton Diamond, or you might be able to negotiate a paid rate or a cheaper paid rate for an upgrade after booking the beach villa with the free night. All right, guys, let's now check out the next credit card in my wallet for June 2022. And that is the Carrot card. Now, the Carrot card is a business charge card. Okay, they call it the black card for creators. It's aimed at YouTubers and TikTokers and things like that. Now you can choose your categories on this card for cashback. So my version of the Carrot card, it actually earns 5% cashback on subscriptions and computer software, things like Adobe Premiere Pro, which is a monthly subscription, which I'm editing this video on. And it also earns 4% back on dining, which is why it's in my wallet, because I actually did take it down to Atlantic City for any dining spending down there. And so I'll be using this for business dining, all right, because this is a business charge card, and I'm doing a lot more business travel recently, so I will actually probably be keeping this in my wallet for more dining purchases if they are on a business trip. And it really is a great card. I liked it so much, I even invested in the company. It's actually the first angel investment I made after becoming an accredited investor. If you don't know what that is, you can search videos on it on the internet. Basically, if you earn a certain amount of money, either you have a certain number of assets or you've earned a certain level of income over the past 2 years and you expect to earn the same the following years, you are now an accredited investor, and it means you can invest in private companies, okay? Companies that aren't listed on the stock exchange. But yeah, basically the IRS or the Treasury or whoever it is, the government wants to make sure that you are at a certain level of wealth that if you invest in these sort of risky startups and stuff, that you can handle losing your entire investment, okay? You're like rich enough to lose all your money or whatever. I know, they're trying to take care of you. It might be a little bit unfair, but whatever. All right, now let's look at the last card that is in my wallet for June 2022. And that is the American Express Gold card. Now I know this one looks a little bit weird, and that is because I have got it made a custom version of the Amex Gold. This is the Dragon credit card made by Lion Credit Cards. It's got a diamond in the center, inspired by the Dubai First Royale. But I keep this card in my wallet because it gives me 4 points per dollar back on dining and 4 points per dollar back on groceries. So I use this for non-business dining. So when I'm dining with my family, this is the card that I use. And then for groceries, since the Chase Freedom doesn't have a grocery category this quarter, well, the Amex Gold is what I'm using for that as well. It's kind of an old faithful, a really big workhorse card for me. All right, guys, that is the video for today. Thank you very much for watching. Do leave your comments below. What do you think of this selection of credit cards for May to June 2022? I'd love to hear what you think. Also, do check out Masterworks in the description below. A big thank you to them for sponsoring the video. If you want to buy the wallet as well, I'll put a link to it in the description below as well. These are my own brand, Credit Shifu wallets. It's made of a sort of suede type leather called Crazy Horse leather. They smell great, and you can fit, several cards in there. Comes with a free sticker as well, and we're having a sale right now, so link to them is in the description as well. And also, if you want to check out my credit card guide on my website, I'll put a link to that below as well. You can check out mini reviews and links to some of the cards we've even talked about in this video and others that we regularly talk about on the show. As always, these are affiliate links, so they do help out our show if you use them, so we thank you very much if you do, and it means we can continue making content for YouTube and not have to charge anyone any money. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.